Hey, 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 what is up? How you all doing out there? I want to come by and say hi for a quick minute. I was posting quite a bit and I took the last week and a half off to kind of just do some deep retreat work and some reflections and things, and then I got inspired to come back and just share what I've seen, what's going on in the world of AI, and what I'm seeing as the two paths, right? Which is really interesting. I've been doing a whole bunch of interviews with AI experts and conversations with people that are looking to build products and tools and AI workflows in their businesses, and nonprofits looking to integrate it in the things that they're developing. And what I've seen right here is that we're quickly coming up to this whole singularity thing where technology is quickly outpacing humanity's intelligence, and it can be a little overwhelming. I know even for myself, looking at how fast the technology is moving through here, we're getting into a place where, um, like, there's tools, AI tools are now coming out every single day that are absolutely mind blowing. I don't know if anyone's seen like the latest like Photoshop AI, where you can now just like draw little lasso tools around things and completely, change out the environments. But unless you're really staying up to date with this stuff, you're gonna quickly fall behind. And what I've seen about this, and one of the big reflections I had over the last week or so, just looking at this stuff, is that I think that there's a tendency when you get a new tool to go slower. Say, oh wow, this AI technology is going to make my life easier, so now I don't have to work as hard. And that's definitely a choice that you can do to go down and go down the path of, I'm going to put in less effort. But what I've seen from other people that are really starting to crush it in this game, people that are like taking AI, integrated into their business, and then like leveling up from it, is the big message I got is use AI to be more, not do less. And what I mean by that is that you can use AI in a bunch of different places in your life, in your business, for your mindsets, for marketing, for clients, for anything that you want to do. And you should use it to actually put in the same amount of effort, if not more, to go 10 times or 100 times farther, instead of putting in 1/10 the effort to try to go the same distance. So I know a lot of people that are using AI to quickly write their own books, and then using the AI to make their own books, and then use that as social media content, and then use the social media content to then drive leads into their business, to then be able to create the business they always wanted to create. I think a lot of times when people want to, whether shift gears or go into a new business, it can be really overwhelming. And AI can help you a lot with this ChatGPT, the ChatGPT plugins. All these things are really amazing tools to help you get up and rolling. Yo, Dan, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. So what we want to be able to do, hey, you're gorgeous. You're gorgeous. So if you look at this, right, if you look at like things that AI can do, I don't know if you guys have tried the new ChatGPT plugins. I'm gonna let you know about one of the things that I see going on these eras is, if you have the ChatGPT Plus account, they just released plugins, which are the genesis of artificial general intelligence. What I mean by that, just simply put, is this: is that AI is generally specifically good at one thing, right? It's good at fixing grammar with Grammarly, or it's good at like changing words on a page, which says video editing like Descript, or there's a whole bunch of other things that AI is usually good at one specific thing. But with the ability to use the ChatGPT plugins, you can now have one AI, ChatGPT, connect to a whole bunch of different systems to get a lot done. And for example, one of the things that I did, it was super fun, is I used ChatGPT and I plugged it up to my Instacart, and I said, hey, I want you to, uh, you know, look for all the best, my favorite restaurants that are paleo in the area, and then turn that into a cookbook for me, and then order all those ingredients on Instacart, and then send it to my house, right? So what's amazing about that is I could actually use it to be able to stack this AI, ChatGPT, to then plug into Instacart to be able to grab all those things and deliver it to my house. That's one use case. And if you start thinking about different types of like AI workflows that you can integrate into your life or into your business to help you get more done, it's going to pay major, major dividends. There's a thing that we get as humans, that we get really comfortable with the way things are, and then it's very difficult to want to be able to change our behavior to be able to adapt new technologies. And when this technology is coming out so fast, there's a tendency sometimes to be like, oh man, I just learned this thing. I don't want to have to learn something new. I'll just kind of stick with what I know. And I feel that one of the biggest competitive advantages that you can have as a business is your rate of evolution, right? There's a natural progression in this era of kind of technology keeping up with the Joneses and building these things out to, stay up to date. And I think that the business of the future, the businesses that we're all stepping in today, is our ability to learn and adapt to this new AI technologies and to have a certain rate of evolution, which is how quickly are you able to evolve you and your business to be able to stay ahead of the curve. And that's about being more, for you and your company. I actually had a dear friend, Anthony Kolova. If you're out there, brother, I love you, buddy. I had him on my podcast, and he said one thing that I thought was absolutely critical, and I took it to heart. He says, your business is a microcosm of your nervous system. And what he meant by that is that your company will only grow as much as you are able to allow it to. Otherwise, you'll self-sabotage, you'll do things that will hinder you, and you'll start to build up and do great things, and then all of a sudden you'll mess up a deal or get lazy or have poor follow-through or whatever things might be, and you'll fall back to the where you came from. And if you have an ability to adapt to new technologies, and you have ability to have this inside of your, not only for yourself and for your business, you'll be able to dramatically, exponentially outpace anybody around you because you can bolt on these technologies. Some of the ways that we're using a lot is, helping our clients with basically magnifying their messages and being able to close deals faster. And we've seen amazing results where they can invest some small time and energy up front to integrate it into the business to be able to spread their message even farther faster, and then all of a sudden book and close a lot more deals. And it's incredible to watch it work, because if you nail it in the beginning and you scale it outwards, it's like rocket fuel inside your company and business. So one of the things that have you consider here, something to look at, is where in your business, right, are there a lot of manual tasks that you'd like to automate? There's series and systems and processes that you might have in your business. What up, CK? Good to see you, brother. And there's different things in your business that you can look to automate with AI. And so if you look at what are the manual activities that we have that we could then lean on AI to do? And if you think about AI almost as an intern, and you're going to need to teach and train it like you teach and train a normal intern, you can look at it and say, okay, what parts are taking up a lot of my time? What technologies are currently out there that I could use and integrate into my life? ChatGPT is a great one. There's also a bunch of amazing tools out there like gpte.ai. That's an amazing website, over 2,000 tools you can go check out. You can look at it for art or productivity or marketing or coding or whatever it might be. You can kind of go, okay, so here's my process, right? Whether it's lead generation or email nurturing or marketing or whatever it might be for you. And you can say, okay, here's my process. Can I duplicate my process enough to where if I was to teach an AI to do the same thing? Okay, great. This is my process. Now you can either work with ChatGPT on that stuff, or you can look through the different code tools and the applications online. You can see which ones do you want to test these things out. Because part of this thing is, as these new technologies come out, you're going to want to sample them to kind of see what lands for you. For example, like one of my favorite AI tools right now is Super Practical Tactical. If you shoot and record any videos or anything at all, like for the podcast, you can use an AI called Descript. Descript is, I record my videos, I can upload it into the system. It will take my videos and turn it into transcripts and have the dialogue below it, kind of like a Word document next to my video. And then I can edit the Word document, and then if I edit the Word document, it will actually edit the video. So if I delete a section, it will delete a section of the video on the Word document. It's an incredible cool technology. But once you find these tools, you can see how of a sudden they become quintessential in your life, and you'll find out like, how could I ever live without it? But there's this onboarding period. You gotta set the systems and processes in place to be able to make this thing happen. And one of the things I've seen is, so if you take on a habit or an identity of someone who is going to be more with AI, someone who is on, has a practice or a discipline of continuously looking at the latest AI technologies, even if it was like 20 minutes a day or 30 minutes a day. And you're saying, okay, I'm going to take this, I'm going to sample this, I'm going to bring it into my business, I'm going to see how it lands. If it works, great, awesome. If it doesn't work, I'll chuck it and I'll look for something else. And constantly looking at this way, what is my rate of evolution? What are the systems and processes in my business that I want to bring an AI intern in and teach them how to do a thing? And then what tools and technologies do I have in my tool belt that I can take and bolt onto my system? Now, if this is something that is like super overwhelming to you, I mean, you could follow a lot of other AI influencey people and see what they do and follow their systems. You could subscribe to newsletters. You can go to other ecosystems where there's communities of people working on this technology. I have a mastermind where we all work together to kind of learn the AI ways and integrate it into our businesses. There's a lot of things that you can do if you were trying to shortcut this to figure out what's out there and how do I get ahead of it. The other part would be, the other side of things is saying, oh, you know what, this is too much, this is overwhelming, I'm just gonna keep my heads down, I'm gonna focus on this. I'm gonna tell you this right now. There's a lot of people that are saying, AI is gonna replace me, and oh my God, I should be worried. And it's not that. It's not that AI is gonna replace you. It's that someone else that has used these tools and have evolved themselves with this technology are going to replace you, because they can be the equivalent of 10 of you, right? There's in the coding world, because I build software and tools and things, there's a term known as a 10x coder, right? You could hire two people. One person can code at, say, 10 miles an hour, while another coder can code at 100 miles an hour. And from what I've seen, is when you can integrate this technology in your life, you're going to be an AI-powered entrepreneur or an AI-powered coder. And using these tools, what would normally take someone a month to do, you can get done in a day, but you have to be willing to adapt to these technologies, and as they come out, integrate them into your life, into your business. Simple, practical, tactical tips, right, is you can go into the ChatGPT if you have the pro account for $20 a month, and you can use the ChatGPT plugins and just scroll through there to kind of see a lay of the land, see if there's anything that pops out to you, right? I did another TikTok where I showed how you could use it in the real estate business and how you could take these ChatGPT plugins and go on Redfin and look for any amazing deals that just recently got released on Redfin, and then combine that with Kayak to then book you a plane flight to wherever that deal is, right? So maybe there's one in Sacramento, book me a flight there, going from LAX to Sacramento, so forth and so on. You could say, oh, now as a real estate agent, I have that in my tool belt. Great, I can use that, and I can use that as a new pattern going through this. Another thing you can do is I recommended going to the website ChatGPT or GPTE.ai, GPTE.ai, and you can go there and you can go look through all these different tools and kind of just scroll through these and go, okay, what's one area of my business where I'm feeling a bit clunky, right? Is it operations? Am I trying to create SOPs for my business? Am I trying to design something? Am I trying to communicate a message? What does it look like? And you can just scroll through the different sections of that, just that one website to see what's out there. And, I think there's over 2,000 tools now. I think it was like 2 weeks ago, it was less than 1,000. So these things are evolving quickly, and you can see what tools are out there to integrate them into your business, into your practice. Because here's the thing, it's like almost like I think about it in terms of video games. So imagine all of a sudden there's this place that could create all these incredible magic spells that could do amazing, miraculous things. And it's being evolved and being created so quickly right now that it's hard to keep up with what's available. But if you knew that was available, that could be a tool, a magical item that you can pull out when needed to be able to serve you. So hopefully it's been helpful to you. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going live more often, just talking about these things, sharing my thoughts, my insights, my plans of what we're going to be doing. I've got a lot of work with a lot of clients in this space, and showing you the progression of where they're at and what's going on with them. I'll be taking off next week to New Orleans to do some amazing work using this technology. I'll share more as I go through that, but I'll be doing lives talking about this type of stuff. And if you have any questions about AI and where you can see it in your life and your business, and you want to figure out, oh, how do I use it to close deals faster? How do you use it to be more, not do less, so that I can win this game of business? Feel free to reach out, send me a DM. And I hope you are as excited for the future and the possibilities of what this means for you and what this means for us as humanity. So have a beautiful and blessed day, everybody. Much love. I'll see you all later. Bye, everybody. Take care. See ya.